Indians love gold. Our obsession with the yellow metal is legendary. So much so that in FY25, India imported $72 billion of gold. That's a lot of gold to import. In fact, it's our second largest import after oil. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is signaling that it's time to rethink this obsession with gold. And if not rethink the obsession, then at least hit the pause button on it for a while. The reason for this is that the war in Iran has sent the cost of crude oil soaring. This, coupled with gold imports, have put immense pressure on our current account deficit. The rupee closed Tuesday, May 12th at 95.63 to the US dollar, its lowest level ever. Clearly, something's got to change, and one of the things the government could do is get Indians to import and consume less gold. Let's see what the government could do. To understand this, we can look at 2013, the last time when the government had to make a policy intervention in the gold market. In August 2013, the Indian rupee had tumbled briefly all the way to 68 to the US dollar. The price of crude oil was north of $100 a barrel, and the increase in interest rates by the US Fed had resulted in a taper tantrum in much of the emerging world. That time, the government had hiked the import duty on gold 3 successive times from 4% all the way to 10%. This had the desired impact, and gold imports fell. Crude oil prices also fell, and the rupee stabilized. Before all this, India's current account had soared to 4.8% of GDP, its highest level in at least the last 20 years. This time, the government could consider hiking import duties on gold, but it's not as straightforward. The reason for this is there are sovereign gold bonds outstanding. These were issued in tranches all the way from 2016 onwards and are actively being redeemed now and will be redeemed all the way to 2028. So if you hike the import duty on gold, you also end up paying more when these gold bonds are redeemed. So that makes it a not so easy policy choice. One report suggests that the government is on the hook for almost 2 lakh crores due to the price of gold going up during the period these sovereign gold bonds have been in the market. If you increase the import duty on gold, it also gives rise to smuggling, and people end up buying gold through the informal market, and the government is then deprived of tax revenue. A report in Reuters on the 11th of May quoted an unnamed government official as saying that there is no import duty hike on gold being contemplated. So what could the government do to get us to consume less gold? Clearly, just making an announcement or exhorting Indians to consume less gold is not going to cut it. A clear policy choice needs to be made. One of the things the government could do is have a tax collected at source. Even a modest 1 or 2% tax collected at source could have a chilling effect on coal consumption. But it would be an administrative nightmare to collect. We'll have to see what policy intervention the government does, but it's pretty clear that short of a policy intervention, Indians are unlikely to consume less gold, no matter what the Prime Minister says.